Hi guys, James G0SEC here. Just want to do a quick video. Well, my hand's getting better guys, but I'll just do a quick update on the video. Here it is here. I can move it a little bit better now. And for some of you that might not have known, I broke my wrist really badly in 3 places. It's just definitely on the road to recovery now, so that's the good news. Really hot day here. Absolutely sweltering hot. Just quickly go outside. Remember I'd done the junction box on the last video. That's all done now. Tower, well, I'll just show you it quickly on this hot sunny day. Not up at the moment, in its lowered position. Full section, 20 foot each section, full section tower, and co-linear is right up there at the top. And like on my previous video, it's not mounted like it's mounted actually with the cable going through the stub mast, which is 12 foot. From here to here is 12 foot, 12 foot 5 actually. And then I've got the co-linear going inside, so the cable goes inside the stub mast, and then it's riveted with heavy duty rivets, seriously heavy duty. The same rivets that I used for the new boom on the antenna, which is a square boom. So really heavy duty. Let me just go back into the shack, or what will be the shack. You can see I've still got protective things here because I'm working here at the moment. I'll be doing cable work. If I can show you quickly, let me just show you very quickly. There's one of my 7300s there. Let me just show you quickly in the shed. 1 second. You can see all the cables are sort of getting there. They all come through from the junction box. They come through here. They go through filters, through the beams up there. There'll be covers here that come in, and then there's all the holes there. I don't know if you can see. I put tissue in there so you can see them. That's so spiders don't come in. That's where all the cables will go in eventually, through the sort of outhouse shed I got. And it doesn't look much at the moment, but there'll be all covers on there. There'll be a metal cover that covers all those cables, so I don't bang into them. So let me just quickly, and the shed door could do with a bit of a paint at some point. But let's get back into the shack here. What I was going to show you, as you can see, I've got the bottom bit done. Hand's getting better, so it's now time to get back to the shack, so to speak. But the new radios I've got 2 Kenwoods, GS870s. They're there. There's one down there covered. That was covered. These are the very good Kenwoods. Really pleased with them. I'm going to use them for mainly audio. Then I've got 3 of these, the triplets. I call these the triplets. This is one of them. Now, in my opinion, the new sort of Icon radios are the best. I've had the 7800, as you know, from my previous videos, and the technology in this radio alone, just the 7300, far exceeds that of the 7800. I've had people that I know have got them and then sold them on because they don't know how to use them, but really it's a very simple interface. You got your settings here. You can then go up, scroll up, all your settings, which I really do love. Scope, if I want to go scope, here's the scope. Let me just turn it up a bit. You can also change the reference of, so you can go here up or low. I usually keep it around about sort of minus 1.5, on 20 meters. Another feature I really like, if I just come out of the band slightly, if I go to, like, say, let's go 280. Another feature I really love on this radio, without tuning, let's just go and see what my antenna performs like. If we go to, here's the meters, but if we go hit a menu and go SWR, you'll see it's got a built-in analyzer, and I'm going to show you 13 bars, change the bars and the steps. So I'm going to go 13, let's go 13, and then I'm going to play. Just by clicking, we're going to go through and see what, they're all 1 to 1. Oh, we just got a tiny little blue one there, so it starts creeping up as we go higher in frequency. If we go up to, let's say, 350, top of the band, let's have a quick look there. Let's go 350. Let's put it 34999. Let's do the same thing. Let's play. That's what it was. Let's play again. And we go here. You can see it just starts to creep up. at the bottom part of the band. If we go to the bottom of the band, I've got my antenna for 20 set up so that, as you can see, here's the RTTY part of the band and the Morse code part. So if we go to 100, I turn it down a little bit. This is the RTTY part of the band. Let's do the same thing. Let's go here and let's have a look. You can see it start going down, and that's because I got I got it set to the middle part of the SSB portion of the band, the antenna. Unless I use the if I was to tune, obviously, a little bit of a different story. So if I tune now, if I go here and it's tuned, and I do the same thing, you'll now see it's a lot lower, around about 100C, and you can see it sort of goes down, it dips, and then goes back up again, yeah, because it's tuned, but it's not really, it's only matched the impedance, but the actual antenna is tuned for more of the SSB portion of the band, which is, it's a really nice feature I like on the radio. Let me just show you again quickly. If I go 200, let's go 200, hopefully no one's on there, I'll just check the band's clear. I've only got it on very low power, let's just check that power. Yeah, very low power. Let's go really whack it down to, I don't know, 5% so we're not interfering with anybody. Just love the ergonomics of this radio, absolutely fabulous. So let's do the same thing. This is what it was, lower down, and then we're going to do exactly the same thing. Let's have a look what it's like. And as you can see, it's more set for around about sort of 150 to 200, then it starts creeping up. So middle part of the band around about here. But let's just set it 250. Let's set it at 250, do the same sort of thing. I really do love this feature. It's really good for checking your antennas. We'll just do it again, play, we'll go. You can see, starts creeping up around about 250, starts creeping up. And that's obviously tuned, which is a good thing. Let's try the same thing. I love how you can just quickly click on there, on the band, and just click, select, let's go 21. So we're now on 15 meters. Let's do the same thing. Let's go here. So we're going to go all the way from, if you can see that, it's from 390 to 450. It's 1-to-1 SWR. Let's go down a bit in frequency. Let's go to, let's say, 250 or 200 even. Let's drop it down to 200. Let's quickly go there, or thereabouts, that will do. Don't have to be perfect on. So around about 200. Do the same thing. Let's quickly see what our SWR's like. Oh, very good, 1-to-1 all over. So it's 1-to-1 between 21-140, 21-260. So let's have a look at 10 meters. Let's quickly press the band again and go 28 megs. And I've done this little test last night, which was good. And you can see it's all 1-to-1 there on the last test I've done. But let's quickly put it at the middle of the band. Let's go 500. Let's see what it's like up there. This is the beam outside. Just on the beam at the moment. And just quickly put it into focus a bit. And we'll do the same thing. We'll press play, and then we're going to see what the SWR's like. Yeah, all 1-to-1. So in the middle part of the band it's at 4. If I go low to the sort of CW part of the band, sorry, SW, where's that come from? So if we go 100, and we do it again, let's just go 100. We should see a bit of blue there. Let's quickly go here, and we're going to do the same thing. Yeah, we've got a bit of blue there, and as you see, it sort of goes down until we get to about sort of 160, and then if we go, let's put it up at around about 600. We'll see if we've got any blue there, or 650. Let's go 650. Should be pretty good, even without tuning at 10 meters. Let's quickly press the set button and let's do it again. Yeah, all 1-to-1 throughout the whole of the 10 meter band, which is great. Just a lovely feature I love about the. Haven't used this feature yet. The voice, so you can record a voice and just press, for secure. Sorry, my hand looks a bit bad in the brace. Let me just quickly go. So what I've got is 2 of these. So I've got 2 7300s, and I've got 2 of these that are going to be side by side above the Kenwoods down below in the cabinet, and then I'm going to have a 9700 here, So the 9700 would be here. These would be above the Kenwoods. The left hand side here, where my power supply is at the moment, plugged into my power bridge, will be where the Expert MB1. I've got an Expert MB1, which is another SDR radio, which I'm really looking forward to getting out of the box. All the boxes are upstairs in the bedroom at the moment, all stacked up with all the radio equipment, and it's chock-a-block. The whole bedroom's just full up with equipment, ready to come back into the shack when it's finally done. So that will be the radios. It will be the MB1. It will be the two TS870s, because I love to play with audio, and 3 of these little, what I call the little triplets. Just a lovely radio. Love how you can bring in the scope. Let me just go back to 20. Go back to 20 quickly. Just lovely, absolutely lovely radio. Really does work well. And I'll just put it in focus a minute. Sorry, I got the phone in my hand and I got a broken wrist as well. So. Sounds a bit Italian to me, but it would do. It's a demo. I love how you can just go like that, scope, press here to expand it or make it smaller. Just press there, it goes bigger. Really nice SDR on these radios. Just turn it down a little bit. Beautiful little radio. I would say one of my favourite all-time little radios that I've ever had. Really pleased with it. When I brought brand new, this one I actually done it. Let me just turn it down a bit. Let me just shut the door quickly. You have the old towers out there, and dogs out there somewhere. But we just shut the door because someone's drilling. Let me just put the light on, and I won't make this video too long. There's some deals to be had around. If you look around on the 7300, not so much on the 9700 at the moment, but definitely on the 7300. And what's great is that all the features it provides for such a small radio and such a good price as well. This one I've got one upstairs which is brand new, and this one I've done a deal on my old 847, and I paid £150 and we done a Part X deal. So I gave him my 847, which was a C2 in mint condition, and I paid him £150, and we done a deal, and I got a second 7300. So I was very pleased with that. This, like I say, will be on the sort of the shelf above the Kenwoods. There'll be this sort of power supply, then the Kenwoods. There'll be a bit more equipment here going into the sort of audio racks, and then there'll be a shelf above that which will have all these little beauties on, 3 of them, including the 9700. And then let me just quickly come out the shack quickly. This is the new, don't know if you've seen this before. This is a new Pi Star which I have purely for D-Star, which I'll also be using on the 9700. Only recently got this. Took me a bit of a while to get my head around it and set it all up, but it'll work really nice with the 9700. Use it at the moment with my ID51, but it'll be nice to use it with the 9700 now and again. Not always on D-Star. I just use it now and again. Maybe at some point might get into sort of, you know, a bit of DMR just to play around a little bit. It's all fun, all part of the hobby. But that's the controller for the D-Star. In here, I'm actually trading at the moment because I trade cryptocurrencies. Let me just stick a bit of a light on here. It's a bit dark in here. We've got Bob Marley playing in the background. I think I might have to put my Bob Marley t-shirt on later, which my best friend brought me. I actually brought it from Spain. He went to Spain on holiday, and he brought me because he knows I love Bob Marley. But anyway, this is the monitor. If you haven't seen it before, this is the monitor that will be in the shack, the new shack, which will be in there eventually. It is over 4 foot long, the widest monitor in the world. I've got it on a low setting at the moment. You'll probably see some lines in it on this video. I can't see those lines, but this phone just can't keep up with this monitor because this monitor runs at 144 Hertz, which I've got it set to, or 100 Hertz. Can't remember which it is. Let's have a quick look. Oh, hang on, I just turned it off. That was a bit stupid of me. See, I forget these things. Getting older, 50. So if we go here, I'll show you what it is actually showing at 100 Hertz. 100 hertz at the moment, but it will go up to 144 hertz, so it's pretty high on the sort of hertz, and it can't keep up with the phone. But the monitor is lovely. Let me just give you an idea if I stick another light on, and for the benefit of people that haven't seen this before, this is one heck of a monitor, and very curved, and this would be on the wall of the shack. So it's a curved monitor, 49 inch, it's 5K, and it will it's about I measured that lengthwise, it's 4'6", so it's a pretty long monitor. And what I love about it is you can split it into 3. Some of you that have seen my other videos can see that I've had like logs and SDRs and stuff like that. The 2 Kenwoods would be plugged into expert SDRs, so it'll be a really nice setup once it's in the shack. The other thing that I really love is I got a G0SEC 4K digital, and for anybody that's interested in the 4K digital, let me just tell you quickly. I got a message from my brother there just come in. Let me just tell you about the 4K digital. If you're interested in buying a G0SEC, that's just gone digital. So I've got the 4K digital G0SEC, which you'll see in my previous videos. They've just updated it to version 2, and in my next video I'm going to do a video on it, and it's got built-in real-time weather. It's spectacular, believe me, it's spectacular. It gets its weather updates and stuff. And I've been talking to Patrick, the owner of G0SEC, and soon we've got lots more ham radio features coming on it. The G0SEC will be somewhere here amongst some of the QSL cards that I've got above the monitor in the shack. But some of the new features are lightning strikes around the world. That's another nice feature that's coming to the G0SEC. And the other thing that's coming to the G0SEC is obviously that's already there in place is the weather, and I'm going to show you that in the next video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a quick video. I'm sort of getting better, and been playing with the one of the 7300s at the moment. Had a few QSOs just barefoot into the beam. That's been good fun so far, but I'm almost there, guys. I'm out of the plaster. I can move my hand. It's still very painful. If I take it out of this brace, it's very painful. So still got to be a bit careful with it, but it's better than it was. So I'm on the mend, and I'm looking forward to getting on with this bit here. This bit here was where the old cables used to come in. All the cables now are decided to come in underneath the shack, and they go through pipes at the back of this. I'll try and do a video to show you how I've done the back cable work on the back board of the new shack desk that I built, just using pipes. Pretty clever actually, and it's a pretty good way of doing it. It keeps all the cables off the ground. In the last shack I had loads of cables on the ground. I thought this time we have pipes going all the way along the back, and they've got certain breaks in them so the cables can come up through the pipes. And that's exactly what I've done here. I've got the cables coming through the junction box, through the outhouse shed, and they come out through underneath here. They come out here, and I've got this here tape here. I've got a 2-inch gap where all the cables come in underneath here. So, and this was just put there because I was obviously doing a bit of touching up and painting. There was the cables that actually came out here, and I've patched that up. I done that last week. Now I've got to do this one here with my right hand, and I have to sort of cover this in the bag or take it off and be very careful. But anyway, I'll make it at the end of the video. Looking forward to getting the shack done. It's going to be really nice when it's done. Nice shape. I just got to get it done, guys. It's the summer. It's very hot at the moment. I'm going to take advantage of that if I can. Hopefully my illness holds off for a while. Of some of you that know, seen some of my videos in the past, I'm not very well at the moment, but I've been pretty good in the last month or so. So I hope it continues, so I can get back on with the shack build. Speak to you soon, guys. 7 3s for now from G0SEC in sunny old Weymouth Bay.